Hello. Okay. I think we're good. So let's get started. Hello. Hello, my blossom buds. Welcome to. Ooh, let me get out of this. Idol Manager. So, we're gonna be starting a brand new game. There's gonna be lots of narrating involved, so I prepared myself a drink. So, let's go ahead and get started, shall we? So, let's go story mode, right? New game. Alright, last name. Ooh, let's change to our lady manager boss here. Last name Sakurai. We'll just make this ourselves since we are the one that is doing the managing of the idols today. Momoka. And our group's name. Oh, I did one playthrough, just a little test playthrough, so I didn't play through a lot of it, but I'm trying to remember the group name I had. It was like Poppin' Pastry Party or something. Oh yes, Pastry Party Paradise. I wanted to keep the triple P's from my cafe name, Positively Perfection Pastries, and I think this would be a cute name. So, Pastry Party Paradise will be our idol group. Rival, female, how about we do that? Tutorial, we'll put the tutorial on because it's been a minute. No fail state. You know what? I want to have a challenge. Challenge is probably going to be a bit more fun. You want to struggle a little bit. Have a bit of a stressful run through, but you know, still be able to kind of manage. We want to see how I would really be able to, you know, run my own group like this. Hello, Danny. I hope you have an amazing stream, Momo. Oh, thank you, Danny. You're so sweet. Thank you. Thanks for popping in. And I can't imagine doing unfair. Like, rarely will I ever in games play like a super master mode where they just do not give you any tips or tricks on how to, you know, stay safe. So, we'll just do normal for now. Alright.
あら、藤本さんに会いに来たの。
That was honestly so perfectly timed as soon as we started. Thank you for the routine. Who is this? Oh, are you here to meet with Fujimoto? Sorry to break it to you, but he's not here right now. If you had an appointment scheduled for now, well, you might be waiting for a while. Fujimoto has a habit of keeping people waiting. Oh, bummer. Where is Fujimoto? When will Fujimoto be here? Hey, do I look like I know? I don't even work here. Then why are you here? In this mysterious dark room? I mean, it's not like anyone works here, right? Not at the moment, at least. If you wanted to meet anyone who works for Fujimoto, well, you showed up a week too late. Oh, bummer. What happened a week ago? Are we gonna be playing back what happened? What happened to Fujimoto's employees?
Huh?
Oh, you don't know? Or you didn't know? Well, this building might look like a ghost town now, but it used to be home to some very lucrative businesses. They were the kind of businesses that turn a very large profit, but They did most of their business in cash, if you catch my drift. Ha. Fujimoto runs the kind of businesses that favor profits over morals, kicking it old school with the world's oldest profession. Of course, the local law enforcement were usually willing to turn a blind eye as long as they got a cut of the action. But ever since our city was chosen to host the upcoming summer games, the higher-ups have started cracking down on that sort of thing. I guess Fujimoto decided to clean up his act before the police had to get involved, which would explain this building is empty now, or why this building is empty now. And some of the neighborhood's finest massage therapists are now finding themselves out of a job. But I guess their loss is your gain, right? That's what you're meeting Fujimoto about. Well, as long as I can gather, Fujimoto's goal is to keep. One moment. Perhaps drinking some liquids will help with my speech. Well, as best as I can gather, Fujimoto's goal is to clean up his act, but let me give you a piece of advice. People don't change their ways so easily, you dig? If you want to run things squeaky clean, you'll be running against the grain. Running against the grain. Why are you bad-mouthing Fujimoto? Or who are you? Yeah, I want to know who you are. Like, why can't we turn on the lights? Why didn't we do that? Me? I'm just a concerned citizen giving out some free advice. Is that enough gossip? I'm just trying to impress upon you that Fujimoto is probably desperate to fill this space with some kind of business. Whoever fills it could probably get away with running it at a loss for the foreseeable future. One of the benefits of not caring where your money comes from means you can accumulate a lot of it. And Fujimoto spent a lot of time not caring where his money came from. Anyway, I've already said too much. Enjoy your meeting with Fujimoto, all right?
Sayonara.
Okay. We'll try to enjoy it as much as possible. Dot, dot, dot. Otherworldly patron, thank you for sharing 1 bit. Thank you, thank you. Always very much appreciated. Chapter 1. Oh, I have to keep clicking. Oh, here's Fujimoto. I gotta give my best male voice impression. You're Momoko Sakurai, right? Sorry to have kept you waiting. Good to finally meet you in person. I must admit, I'm a bit surprised to see you're so young, but entertainment does seem to be a young person's game, especially when it comes to managing talent. Anyway, your age is less important to me than your experience, which was enough to impress me. Not that impressive, or I'm glad you're impressed. Yes. The thing that caught my eye, however, wasn't your education, or even your most recent work experience. I was most impressed by the fact that you worked at a convenience store in high school. Most people wouldn't brag about working at a convenience store, but to become a part-time manager at such a young age is certainly unusual, especially given that I happen to know that convenience store. It's in a pretty rough and tumble part of town. You're someone who knows how to get things done, aren't you? Managing an idle agency isn't exactly the same thing as running a convenience store, but you have to deal with a lot of the same problems. Young employees who are trying to balance school and work, running on a tight budget, keeping customers happy. If you know the business fundamentals, I think you'll do well here. And if you don't yet know everything you need to, I hope you learn fast. So, anyway, I have the paperwork here if you're ready to sign. Your terms are, well, let's just say that they're the best terms I was able to get on such a short notice. Anyway, I don't want you to think of me as your boss. You're the boss. I'm just a sponsor, an investor. if you will. This is your enterprise, and I'm just buying myself a piece of the action. When it comes to starting capital, I'm afraid I can't offer much in the way of cash. My investments haven't left me very liquid, and I'm taking a loss on a significant portion of my portfolio, you see. Part of the reason this building happens to be vacant, but I can offer you use of the bottom floor rent-free. Ooh, nice! Pretty lucky for my loss to turn into your gain, isn't it? Yeah. This kind of generosity isn't typical for me, so don't get used to it. What do you get out of this? Why are you doing this? I already said it, didn't I? I just want a piece of the action. You do all of the hard work, and if you turn out to be a success, I get some of the prestige by association. If it fails, well, it won't be the first business venture I've seen fail. Oh. Plus, the truth is, I need someone to fill this property. If you let a space go unused for too long, it can start to look run down, and that can affect the value of the surrounding property. It's not good to have a building that never has anyone leaving or entering. But if you start expanding and taking up more space, you're going to have to pay rent for the space you move into. It's a bit early to worry about that though. For the time being, I assume you'll be focused on getting some starting talent, training them up, doing basic promotion, and most importantly, getting yourself a fan base. I don't know everything about the entertainment industry, but the one thing I do know is that you're nothing without fans. An idol group lives or dies based on the size of the following it gets. Of course, I'm not saying that you shouldn't pay attention to your bank account. That is very important. But if you're not increasing the size of your following, you're probably doing something wrong. That is the thing that I'm probably most worried about before we start really getting into the nitty-gritty of this game, is just blowing all of our money off, but we'll make sure that we use it wisely to the best of our abilities. Plus, there's me to think about. One of the reasons I wanted to sponsor an idol group is so that one day I can turn on a TV or pick up a newspaper and see people talking about something I helped create. So go out there and make me proud. Aye aye. So, are we ready to formalize the agreement, or is there anything I forgot to cover? There was a woman who told me things about you. Yes, there was actually. I look forward to working with you. Yeah, let's mention her. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Probably some local gossip monger. You might hear rumors about me. Some are true, most aren't. I used to own several businesses in this neighborhood, but I live on the other side of town and I'm not always the most involved person. That seems to have lent me a certain mystique to the people who know who I am but aren't used to seeing my face around here. I hope you don't expect to be working too closely with me. Like I said, you're the boss. I'm just offering you the resources. Yoroshiku. I'll drop by every now and then, but I try to stay out of people's hair. Plus, I've got other ventures competing for my attention. But if you're putting on a big show, let me know, and I'll try to stop by. Hey, getting VIP tickets to every event is supposed to be one of the perks of backing this whole venture, right? I suppose so. Hey, running an idol group can be complicated. It's challenging, even for those who have experience. A comprehensive guide would be useful, yeah? I'd rather figure things out on my own. Probably not. I wouldn't mind getting a few pointers, yes, or I have no idea what I'm doing. I did watch a bit of a playthrough this morning to kind of prep myself for this, so I think we could just probably receive a few pointers. I thought so. That's why I'd like to give you this binder. It was put together by one of my former associates, and it lays out SOP for a lot of things you'll need to do when running an idol group. SOP? That sounds useful. Documents like the ones you'll find in this binder are the lifeblood of any organization. They're a way to formalize the concepts so that the organization is never reliant on a single person. Since all of their knowledge is stored in a form that allows anyone to pick up and take over their role. Does that mean I'm replaceable? So I'm not the first person who's had to do this. I've sponsored lots of businesses before, Miss Sakurai. I'll leave the binder in your capable hands. It consists of a series of lessons on various topics. Anyway, I think it's about time that I get out of your hair and that you actually start doing your job. Any questions before I turn you loose? Who put together the lessons in this binder? Any last minute advice? Yeah, who put this together? As I said, this was put together by a former associate of mine. This associate was a capable person who I have an incredible amount of respect for, which is why I'm glad to leave you in their capable hands when it comes to the nitty-gritty of running an idol group. Yeah, he gets it. Alright. Let me take one more sip of my drink here. Let me get a little bit more comfy in my chair. Okay. There we go. Alright. Upgrade promotion and performance to level 1. Okay. Build your office. Click on an unused part of the building to build a room here. Okay. So here, right? To start with, let's create your office. After all, you need a place to work. Your office. Yeah. Open the staff tab. Oh, up here? It's you! It is me! Each staffer is represented by a card on this menu. You're the first, and so far, the only staffer at Pastry Party Paradise. On this menu, you can click on a staffer to change their nickname or to fire them. Oh no. Hopefully we don't have to do that. Of course, you can't fire yourself, but you can give yourself a nickname if you'd like. Cute. As the UI indicates, you're currently not assigned to any room. How about we move you over to that newly created office? Grab your card by clicking on the hand icon, and drag yourself over. Okay. Oh, like this? Nice. Yeah, nice. Look at you. Already hard at work. This is the start of your journey as an idol manager. Here you can see the current date. The green progress bar underneath the date indicates how close tomorrow is. The days go by so fast, don't they? Well, they must. If you need time to think or plan your next move, you can pause time by using this button. The play button will resume time, and the fast forward button will cause time to move at an accelerated pace. I keep bankrupting. I hope that doesn't happen to us. Or I think there are moments where we can actually take out a loan or something. I know that money is a very, very big part in this game. Fingers crossed all goes well. Time will only pass when you're on the screen. So anytime you're experiencing a story event, time will pause automatically. Good. You can't have an idol group without its idols. It's time to hold some auditions. Okay, and with that, give me just one moment before we pull our amazing idols. Okay, I'm back. You can choose to hold local, regional, or nationwide auditions. Making a wider talent search with a regional or nationwide audition will increase the chance of getting a highly talented idol, but it will also cost a lot more. There's also a cooldown for holding higher tiers of audition. Auditions are planned from your office, so click on your office and select the auditions option. Let's hold a local or regional audition for now. Okay. Auditions. Well, the regional one is gonna cost more, so I think we should just go ahead with the local auditions. The talent scout begins. It will take a few days for the auditions to finish. Okay, it looks like the game is currently paused. Our talent scout won't progress if time isn't moving forward. So let's unpause it so that time can pass. As you can see, your portrait has a progress bar that will fill up as the audition gets closer to finishing. Remember, if you want time to progress faster, you can always press the fast forward button. Just make sure not to lose track of time. Well, we will try our best to remember. But I guess you Blossoms can't see it, but we have a little bar that's going up, a little green bar. But we're about to finish. And there we go. Okay, good, and it just automatically paused. Wonderful. It's a brand new day and the talent scouting is finished. It's time to look at the audition candidates and decide who to hire. Click the audition icon over your head and see the candidates. And I've noticed that each time it should be different. So if you were to replay this game, you would get completely different idols. Like rolling the dice. Ooh, we got a twin tail girl. One of them looks like she has cat ears. And I think we only pick 3. Each audition finds 5 idols. Who they are is a mystery. Let's click on one of them and get started. Well, let's click on her. Oh, Mio. She's 21. Whoa, look at these stats. Yeah, gotcha idol. Most certainly. That is something I definitely want to play more. Like the Love Live Sunshine app games. They have that Hatsune Miku one. I actually pre-ordered it on my phone to play, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. But I've watched other VTubers play it. Project Sekai, I think it was called. But yeah, I really love, I love gacha idol games. Each idol has 4 stats that are based on their appearance and 4 stats that are based on their talents. Next to each stat, you'll see 2 numbers. The first number is the current value of the stat. The second number in brackets is their potential for that stat. Okay. You can think of potential as a soft cap. Once an idol reaches their potential in a certain stat, it will be much harder to raise that stat through training. Each idol has a unique trait. Some traits are beneficial, while others can be more of a hindrance than a help. You can click here to hire this girl to be an idol in your group. But hold up, before we hire her, let's take a look at the other candidates. Try clicking on each of the other idols to see how they stack up. Let's go with her next. Sakiko. Okay, I think we can just... Gato Yukari. Oh! I wish this would... Can I? No, I can't click out of it. This is kind of in the way, but she's super adorable too. Oh, Mitomo Hatsuka. And she has glasses. Ooh. I'm very biased. Oh, we got like a super rare idol. Hamagishi Rena. Wow, looks like you were lucky enough to find a rare idol. Oh, okay, she's just a rare one. I wonder if once you start scouting from, what was that, regional? The other option that we could do? You could get like super rares or super rares, ultra rares. That means she has a pretty high starting stat, which will probably give her a head start over any of the other idols. So we should probably pick her as one of our candidates. The number above each idol's portrait down here represents their overall rating. It's essentially an average of all of their stats, and it can help when comparing different idols. Now that we've had a chance to look at all of these idols, let's decide who to hire. You can hire as many or as few idols as you'd like. Gold is hard if it's your first time. Oh, really? Well, I'm glad that we got her. Since you're just starting out and have no idols, let's hire at least 3. Okay, well then let's do at least 3. So 1. We got her, right? So it seems like all of them are all very cute. I really like her. So I think she should be next. Hello! Hello, Javier. Welcome to the stream. People want to be paid what they're worth. Yes, we'll make sure to keep that in mind. Hi. We're just hiring our idols at the moment. Get the 73. Her? Okay, I trust you. Should we get no more than 3? I really like this twin-tail girl though. But I also don't want to take on more girls than we can't manage. But there will also be more hiring opportunities, I suppose. So let's go ahead and just do these 3 for now.
頑張ります。
Ganbarimasu. I can't promise that I'll never fail you, but I can promise that if I ever got knocked down, you can count on me to be able to stand back up and tackle any challenge head on.
最高!
Yo, this place is poppin'! I'm super stoked to be here. I like your energy.
頑張ります。
Thanks so much for giving me this opportunity. If you ever need to work extra hours, don't hesitate to ask. Oh, very nice and polite. Now that your group has idols, it's time to give them something to do. Let's head over to the Activities tab. Every day, your group can perform an activity. Performance will spend idol stamina, and it will earn some money. Promotion will spend stamina to gain some fans. Spa treatment will spend money to allow 3 idols to recover some of their physical stamina. At the bottom of the screen, you can see how many fans, money, and scandal points your group has. Scandal points. Scandalous. It looks like right now your group doesn't have much of a following. Let's fix that by doing a promotion to gain new fans. Let's do it. Did we do it? Success! You gained some fans. You can hover over your fans at the bottom of the screen at any time you see the current demographics of your group's fan base. So we have 7 fans. Alright. It's a start. Now that it's a new day, let's plan a different activity for our group. It's time for a performance. Oh, okay. Let's do it. It looks like that brought in a bit of money. Remember, you can always do one activity every day, so choose wisely. Since you're first starting out, it might be a good idea to do some more promotions to increase your fan following. By the way, the benefits you get from doing a daily activity is based on the level of that daily activity. Hover over each daily activity to see how you can unlock higher levels. Okay. Unlocking higher level daily activities is one of the best ways to make faster progress as an idol group. If you're ever stuck, consider checking your daily activities and am I saying daily activities now? And seeing what the requirements are to level up. Whenever your idols work, they spend stamina. you can check their stamina on the idol menu. Oh, see, I like this little pointer finger because otherwise I kind of be lost. And plus, there's a lot of talking, lots of tutorial stuff. Here you can see an idol's physical and mental stamina. Ordinarily, idols spend physical stamina when working, but if you force them to work when they're completely exhausted, it will drain their mental stamina instead. Idols with low physical stamina are at a greater risk of becoming injured. Oh no, and idols with low mental stamina can become depressed. I hope we don't get to that point. I really hope we don't. Be a good boss and try not to work your idols too hard. Yes, if I had it my way, we would have spa treatments every week. And hopefully maybe at some point, if we make enough money, we can do that. Both mental and physical stamina will recover over time, but mental stamina will recover much more slowly. Here you can view your idol stats. By default, it will display their looks and talents stats. Click on the arrow next to their stats to view their relationship stats. Okay. Click on the arrow. My here. Profile. Oh, there. I got it. These stats indicate your relationship with each idol. They indicate your friendship, influence, and romance level. Friendship is a measure of how much an idol likes you. Increase it by socializing with them and generally being pleasant whenever you interact with them. Influence is a measure of how in-depth an idol feels to you. Increase it by doing favors for her. Romance is a measure of, well, you know, being able to increase it by flirting. But not everyone will respond well to those kinds of advances. Yeah, we gotta talk with them first and be kind. You can click on an idol to change their nickname or put her on hiatus. Later, when you create multiple idol groups, we can do more than one idol group? Oh my gosh! That would be insane, like running 5 idol groups at once. We'd be so busy. You can click on them to assign them to different idol groups. Wow, okay. Here you can view more detailed information about her stats. The Fans tab will tell you about the demographic of her fan base. The Jobs tab will display any contracts an idol gets. The Bonds tab will display an idol's relationships with other idols in the group. You can click here to see who she's friends with and to see which group members she might not be getting along with. Oh, I hope everyone can work together nicely. One moment. Okay, sorry, my cat was getting into something he shouldn't have been. Naughty little Gordo. It looks like we don't know very much about her current relationships with other members of the group, so let's socialize and get to know her better. From the idol menu, choose an idol and drag her card into your office. Let's do Gato Yukari. It takes some time to prepare social events, so let time progress. Remember that you can always fast forward if you want time to move faster. Okay. Yeah, look at it go. Looks like you're ready to socialize with the idol you selected. Let's go get coffee. Casual conversation is a good way to get to know your idols and key to building friendship. Try flirting at your own risk. No, we gotta, have some casual conversations first. I don't know too much about the flirting and dating aspect of this game, but let's just keep the conversations casual for now. Not everyone is receptive to a romantic overture. You can ask an idol about her wishes to find out what her goals are. Helping her fulfill her goals will increase your influence with her. You can ask an idol to share gossip about other group members or ask her to mentor a younger member of the group. Wow, there's so much to this game. Note that most group members won't share gossip if they're not on friendly terms with you. Yes, let's just get friendly with everybody first. Friendship is the first step. If you have influence with an idol, you can spend that influence to get her to do certain things. If your idol is bullying another group member, you might need to resort to this option to get her to stop. I see. Every idol graduates and leaves the group eventually. That will be one sad day. And I wonder how long their contract lasts, or however this game goes about it. You can ask her when she's planning to graduate or accelerate her graduation. Why would you want to do that? It's best to begin every working relationship by getting to know the other person. Yes, as I said before, let's engage in some casual conversation with this idol. Let's do it. How's it hoppin'? Goto Yukari talks about what magazine she's been reading recently and mentions one of her childhood heroes. You also find that Goto Yukari loves watching American football. I would have never guessed, but alright. And then I believe any of that green information you need to save for later. The contract lasts about 2 to 6 years. Okay, good to know. Thank you. You can't run everything yourself. Idols need to be coached, and you need staffers to help with sales and production tasks. Let's go and hire some. I just hope I don't get attached to any of them, I mean, I probably will. I'd be very sad to see them leave, but I suppose it's inevitable. Here you can hire a variety of different staffers. This screen will also show what type of room the staffer works in, so rooms that we'll have to basically buy and build, which means money. For example, dance coaches and choreographers work in the dance room. Each staffer will have one of 2 specializations for their staffer type. They can still perform the task they're not a specialist at. You can choose from novice, professional, and expert level staffers. More experienced staffers start with higher stats, but also cost more money to employ. As a starting group with a limited budget, it's best to keep our costs low. Yes, so let's hire a novice staffer for now. For now, let's start by hiring a manager. Okay. So, do we want 2 stars in deals or 2 stars in production? What would you Blossoms recommend? I want to say production. Let's go with production.
Producer.
Now, our new staffer needs a place to work. Let's go back to the main agency view and build an office for her. Click on an unused space and select office. Pink. Grab the staffer card. Alright.
開始します。
If staffers aren't assigned to particular tasks, they will automatically generate research points. Now that you've hired a staff, they'll generate research points whenever they're not working on an assignment task. It looks like you already have some research points, so let's go spend them. Here you can hover over each type of research point to see how many research points your staffers are passively generating each day. You can also buy research points by clicking on the green buy icon. Did I do it? Did I accidentally spend money? Wait. You can also buy research points by clicking. Okay. Are you... Hello? Let's spend some of your manager okay, so we're doing the right thing. How much are we spending though? Yeah, we'll do for our single lyrics about love, maybe about partying, but media genre. Music? Is that it? Oh, okay. You can spend manager research points to unlock different marketing options or unlock different types of business contracts. It looks like you don't have enough research points to unlock anything. You can generate more research points passively or buy them from the previous menu. Okay, so... Oi. Okay, let's unlock the photo shoot business contract. Click and hold to spend research points on this. Here? Oh, okay, so we were supposed to do that anyways. Once you've unlocked an item with research points, you can spend more research points to level it up in the future. Note that certain items have separate requirements to unlock. For example, unlocking the variety show business contract requires that your group have a certain number of fans in fame. Let's go back to the previous menu, okay? Different staffer types can be used to research different items. For example, you'll use music research points to unlock different musical genres and use dance research points to unlock different styles of choreography. You have a manager working for you. Let's have her make some business proposals. Click on the staffer's office and select business proposal. Here? Oh. Business proposal. There. It will take some time for her to finish. Remember that you can always fast forward to make the time progress faster. Like this. Is that? Almost done. It's gonna take a bit of time. Can we do anything else while we wait? We'll make our nickname Momo. Yeah? Okay, that's nice. We can move that around. I was like, this is kind of in the way of some things, but good to know that we can move that around. Alright. Now. It looks like she's finished creating a business proposal. Let's click the yen icon and see. Oh wow! Each client will be looking for an idol who is good in a particular stat. You can choose which idol participates. You have 3 options. How good the rewards are depends on how good the idol is in the desired stat that the client is looking for. Your staffer can try to negotiate a better rate, and the number of times you can negotiate is based on the staffer's deal stat. Renegotiating the deal can result in a better or worse result. The results are random, with the odds of success determined by the staffer's skills stat. Once you have an outcome you like, click the Accept button. Okay. Okay, good. We can look at our handy dandy log. Oh, this is so cute. It's like our SOP log of stuff. But let me just double check this though. And then how do we get out of this? Okay. Babka is looking for a girl to do a pretty photo shoot for the next issue of their magazine. So we need one super pretty, so her, right? What's this negative 32 stamina though? Like she doesn't have enough stamina to do it? We get more new fans and more payment for it. Oh, I think that's just how much stamina it'll take away because she's at 100. Okay, I see now. Okay. You can also have a staffer automatically generate business proposals. Move this back over. Click on the staffer and select the auto proposals option. When this box is ticked, the staffer will automatically generate business proposals whenever she isn't working on anything else. Note that this means she won't generate research points. Okay. Different types of business proposals have different benefits. You can click on the staffer's office and choose a preferred proposal type for her to focus on among the types of businesses deals you've unlocked. And more proposal types can be unlocked from the research menu. You've been using a lot of menu tabs like the idles, staff, and activities. Did you know that you can switch between the menu tabs using keyboard shortcuts? No, I did not. You can advance to the next menu tab by pressing tab, or cycle up and down through them by using the page up or down keys, or use the middle mouse button to advance through them. Pressing the keys home or end will jump to the top or bottom of the menu tab. Let's return to the default agency view. To close the current tab, you can click the X icon or use the keyboard shortcut. Escape. You can close/open the most recent tab by clicking the arrows. Okay. Ah, look at that. On the default agency view, you can get an overview of how many research points you currently have. You can use the buttons here as shortcuts for daily activities like promotion, performance, and spa treatment. These daily activities can also be triggered by using keyboard shortcuts. Okay, Z, X, and C. I probably won't remember that, but oh, well, they're all right next to each other. I'll try my best. You can view pending tasks from the default agency view. Let's take a look at your pending tasks. It looks like there's a story event waiting for you. Ooh. Progressing through the game's story will require you to complete objectives, which are detailed here. Meeting the requirements for a story task doesn't automatically trigger the story event. You'll need to come back to the screen and click on the story task when you're ready to advance. But be warned, the world marches to the beat of its own drum, and sometimes certain story events will happen automatically. You can queue them. Oh, okay. In addition to story tasks, sometimes characters will give you optional tasks to complete, which will appear on this screen. If you socialize with an idol and ask about her wishes, it will show up as a task here. You might also get a task if you take out a loan from a certain someone. Who's that certain someone? Our boss. Like the story events, you'll need to come back to this screen and click on the task after meeting the requirements in order to complete the task. If you ever get stuck and aren't sure how to progress the story, you can always come back to this screen and view the requirements for the next story event. time to hire a dance staffer. Click over the staff tab. There you go. Click the hire button. You can choose from, yep. Let's move it over. Just these guys, right? Hire a dance coach. Oh, just her. Okay, cool. Now our new staffer needs a place to work. Let's go back to the main agency view. Click on the new space, yep. Alright, it's the dance room, right? Grab the staffer. Yes. It's time to hire a music staffer. Let's hire a voice coach or a music producer. Is it point? Voice coach? Music producer? You get them here, right? Oh. Yeah, they have certain salaries. It doesn't specify. Is one of these dudes recording, right? Wahahaha, yes. Oh, we gotta buy another space. And then select recording studio. No, oh, okay. I was worried for a second. I was like, do we not have enough money? We just need to move it to a different floor. Grab the staffer. Yup. Yes. Dance coaches and vocal coaches can help idols improve their dance and vocal stats. Let's have your dance staffer coach an idol. Go to the idol tab. Select an idol. Who should we coach? A dancer? How about let's show Mitomo some more love. Note that a staffer can only coach an idol if the staffer's coaching stat is higher than the idol's stat. For example, a dance staffer with a coaching stat of 20 won't be able to coach an idol whose dance stat is a 20 or higher. This consumes idol stamina. Be careful not to overwork your idols. That's why I didn't want to pick Hamagishi Reina just yet, since she's already down to 79. You can click on the staffer's room and select auto practice to have them automatically coach idols whenever they're not working or anything else. Note that staffers won't generate research points. Okay, whenever they're doing anything at all, they just won't generate those research points if they're working. To produce a single, you need to have hired a dance staffer, music staffer, and a manager staffer, which we already have. You can also go to the research tab and unlock at least one lyric type, which we did, a marketing strategy, choreography style, and genre of music. Okay, so research. So we already did our lyrics. That's marketing type. Individual handshake event. Digital only release. Lewd PV, what? Oh no. This costs. I feel like the first options are the least costly. or the least, just the easiest ones to go with. Hardcore fans by we gotta take note of the downfalls here with the, the benefits that we can also receive. Ad campaign. Now let's just go with a digital release first. Digital only. Then not choreography, cute. Energetic, elegant. Let's say cute. And we have to talk to this guy. Genre. We already. I guess we didn't. Pop, EDM, metal, rock, hip hop, punk, R&B, avant-garde. Let's do pop. All right. It's also a good idea to wait until your group has some fans who will be willing to buy the single. Lacking fans? Try doing some promotion activities under the Activities tab. It's time to create our first single. Open the Singles tab. Ooh, where was that at? Singles. Your first single. Start by choosing a name. Oh no, I'm so bad with names. You can type a name for your single or click the random. Usually whenever I'm given the option, like let's say Pokemon names, just right off the top of my noggin, if I really felt like it, I would like go on a name generator online and just like spend a good couple minutes just seeing what name would best fit that person or that Pokemon, hello. Oh, thank you so much for your follow. 20k Tungsten, welcome to the cafe and welcome to the stream. How are you this evening? So I don't know if maybe I can come up with something good. I get something in mind maybe for our first cute pop single. Let's see, title. Well, since we're kind of like a dessert themed idol group, we can do something dessert related. I want to see what they generate. Oh my gosh. He said she will try. Choose a marketing plan. Genre of music. Whoa, okay. Oh yeah, so just everything that we basically picked to start with. I thought I followed you when you debuted, but I don't know if it went through when I did. Oh, that's okay. No worries at all. I appreciate you stopping by the stream and dropping me a follow. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so we'll appeal to young adults, casual, and hardcore. 0% for male and female, and -10 for teens. Okay, let me see. Oh, it just all goes away. What the heck? Thought I'd just be able to rename it. Okay, give me 1 second. Let it come into my mind. Like every single thing that we name in this game will start with, like, you know how our idol group starts with P's. It's triple P. We'll have like our single be triple T. Tasty treat. Tasty treats. Adjectives. Need to select a number of CDs to produce. Yeah, 50% chemistry. This doesn't apply if your marketing plan was to do digital only release. Okay. Where does it say? It's time to choose which idols will participate in the single. Can they all? Select an idol. The group stats will be based on the stats of the idols participating in the single. Idols closer to the center of the formation will contribute more. The team chemistry stat is based on how well the idols in the formation are getting along with each other. Putting a bully in the formation can have a negative effect on the team's chemistry. I just love how in-depth this all is. Being chosen as a center can also boost an idol's individual career. Is one of your idols wishing to be a center? I don't know, are they? Click continue after you're done setting up your formation. I don't know, I feel like Yukari here has a lot of energy. Yes. So okay, yeah. Now that all of the hard choices have been made, it's time to produce your single. You'll need to have your character write the lyrics, have a music staffer work on the song, have a dance staffer do the choreography, and a manager staffer create the marketing plan. The success of the single will depend on their stats. Start by dragging the single into your office to work on the lyrics. I need the... Oh, just like that? Completing all of the production tasks associated with the single will take some time. So we have to... There we go. Forward! And while we wait, I'm gonna hydrate. Alright. Oh no, wait, what? Business proposal failed? Did I see that right? Destroy this room. Fire her. No. Not this early. I wonder what that was about. Drag your single into the other offices to have your staffers work on it. She isn't being overworked, is she? Wait, no, don't destroy it. I was just trying to see. Yeah, we put Hatsuka in there. Maybe her time isn't over in the dance room. Remove from room. Fire? No. She's still holding up pretty well, though. Oh! Rina's stats went up. Or her stamina went up. Good, good, good. Oh, money! Another photo shoot. Weekly Play Boss is looking for... Ooh, sorry. It's looking for a girl to do a cool photo shoot for the next issue of the magazine. Oh, so cool. Cool. So, Reina again? What was the negotiation? That? Alright. Yeah, we're still ever. I just clicked it because I'm like, wait, what did this button do again? Oh well, whatever. We'll learn from our mistakes. Alright. In the recording studio now. I'm liking this game so far though. a lot of tutorial to read, but it is needed, most certainly. Now, what the heck is going on in here? Business proposal? Why are we... She just automatically does that. Since she's not doing anything else, so... I guess when we're able to, we'll have to upgrade. But don't tell her that. Song recorded. Okay, and marketing. Once she's finished with it, we'll be able to send it out to our fans. Toss and tasty treats. Oh, I love all this pixelated art. So cute. Wow, so let's see, we can have another floor here. Next to the recording studio, we also have another room that we can place, and then we have a whole another floor above that. Wow. Still got a lot of space. Your single is now ready to release. Click the release button. Let's do it. Release. 10 sales! Yes! Gained $2,000 from that. Awesome! Ooh! 8 new fans! And I guess once this yellow bar goes up, we get a star for fame. Okay!
Yeah.
Fujimoto! Hey, thought I'd stop by. I can see by the binders on your desk that you've been consulting some of the business notes I gave you. That's good. Who wrote the business tips? Your associate, your well-trusted associate. Part of the binder mentioned you by name. Is that so? Well, it's not surprising. As I said, they were written by a former associate of mine. I trusted them enough to run several of my business operations, and they did quite well. So any advice they have to give is probably worth taking. I hope they're not saying anything bad about me. Okay, now what's happening? Oh!
Producer?
Wakatabe Mirai. Hello, ma'am. What? You can call me by name.
Eh?
Oh, alright then. Are you sure that's alright? I'm not really in the habit of addressing superiors by their given name, so I might slip back into habit. I hope that's not a problem. Anyway, I wanted to ask you about a few things. Specifically, we need a number of guidelines for how the girls behave and how events are run. It can be chaotic if things aren't consistent. I think it's best to have a set policy in place so that everyone is working with the same rulebook, so to speak. What policies do you recommend? I have some ideas for policies we could enact. Oh, I want to hear what you have to say. Well, I'm not sure if I'd recommend any specific set of policies. Different organizations have different sets of rules, and each set of rules has its own pros and cons. The policies that Pastry Party Paradise has will be part of what sets it apart from other groups. Of course, nothing is set in stone. You can always change your mind if you don't like the current set of policies. In fact, it's pretty common for new groups to be flexible when they first start off and adapt their policies depending on what seems to work best. The longer you stick with a given policy, the more people come to expect certain things from you. When an organization gains more of a reputation and people get more used to running things a certain way, changing policies can take a while, and you might have to wait longer for the benefits to show up. But since we're a young organization, we have time to change things around. So if you're a bit unsure, no need to stress over a particular policy decision. You can always adjust it later. Sorry, that was probably a bit more explanation than you needed. No, it was perfect. You're the boss. You don't need me to explain to you how your organization works. In fact, you're supposed to be the one who tells everyone else how things work. So with that in mind, what kind of business proposals do you think would be the most promising? Photo shoots, variety shoots, advertisements, TV dramas. Don't focus on any... I feel like that's a bad idea. Don't focus on any particular kind of deal. I think for Pastry Party Paradise, TV dramas sounds like a lot of fun. So do variety shows, but I'd say let's do photo shoots. Photo shoots are one-time gigs, so they're good for a quick infusion of cash without having to worry about long-term contracts. If you're looking to maximize short-term revenue, it's hard to do better than a photo shoot. Do you want me to focus on photo shoots? Yes.
わかりました。
All right, ma'am. Sounds good. Of course, it never hurts to change things up depending on what direction the company is going in. You can always adjust our group's policy on which types of business proposals to focus on. Of course, while I might be focused on trying to get a certain kind of business proposal, sometimes other opportunities will fall into your lap. I'll be sure to let you know about those when they come up, even if they're not the kind of business deal we're focusing on at the moment.
すみません。
Sorry if it sounded like I was second-guessing you there. Business proposals are kind of my area of expertise, so I just wanted to make sure that you were aware of all the options before you made your decision. My next few questions should be a bit simpler and more straightforward. Wasn't she failing business proposals just a few minutes ago? It's alright, we won't bring it up. Recently, I've been thinking about the branding of Pastry Party Paradise. What kind of vibe do you want people to associate with our group? Cutesy! Yeah, cute.
いいですね。
Cute! That sounds like a safe brand image. And I'm kind of partial to that vibe myself too. Good! I'm glad we're on the same page. Alright, another branding question. It's about the kind of fans we're trying to attract. What kind of image are we trying to project? Orthodox, rebellious, or neutral? Neutral?
わかりました。
Yes, playing it safe, huh? Well, trying not to alienate anyone is a valid way to go, and certainly not a bad choice. Good. I'm glad. I'm relieved, in fact. Okay, now for a question about screening incoming talent. We can conduct background checks during the recruitment process. A more rigorous background check will make the recruitment process more expensive, but it can help filter out more of the bad apples. How extensive do you want our background checks to be? No background check, I feel like that's a bad idea. Basic background check or extensive? I mean, preferably probably extensive, right? Especially if, they're getting into this company business. But then, are there more turnarounds with that? Basic or extensive? Extensive?
わかりました。
Spare no expense, huh? Well, it certainly won't be cheap. Ooh, but it should drastically decrease the chance that we inadvertently hire someone who has skeletons in their closet. Oh my gosh. Is this hinting? Is this foreshadowing at something? Well, maybe that's a good thing we did that, something that we are willing to splurge with our money. Metaphorically speaking, of course. Well, no screening process is perfect, but we'll get as close to perfect as we can. We also need to talk about social media, since anything that idols post online is going to reflect on the organization part of the idol's contract, allows us to set rules governing their public social media use. What kind of policy do you want regarding social media? No social media, pre-moderated, no restrictions. Maybe pre-moderated just to make sure they aren't posting anything sus. So all the girls' posts will have to be approved before they can be posted. I think we can get a system in place for that. Smart thinking, good. Most of the benefits of social media while reducing the chance of something scandalous being posted. Yes, indeed. I'm taking a look at my playback. I'm not quite sure why. And this happened, I know, the other day when I was streaming Cooking Simulator, that we have a bit of lag. I feel like I've done everything that I can to work out the kinks in that, but perhaps maybe tomorrow before we stream Long Live the Queen, I will further investigate as to why this might be happening. But I appreciate you, Blossom, sticking around. Okay. On a related note, we should figure out what to do about allowing live streams if we want to allow them at all. They can be a good source of exposure, but there's always a risk of scandal. No streams allowed, controlled streams. Yeah, controlled streams. Alright, you know, I have heard that some streamers collect donations from viewers and actually make a bit of side income from it. It's not a lot, but it's not nothing either. Oh, another thing. We need to have a dating policy in place. There are more, shall we say, invested fans who don't like the idea of idols dating. They think it ruins part of the appeal. On the other hand, not allowing idols to date is the kind of thing that would seem draconian to less invested fans and might be a bit of a turnoff to them. And that's completely apart from the impact that romance can have on an idol's life on an individual basis. There are a lot of emotional highs and lows that can come with the dating scene, and while romance can boost someone's self-esteem, it could just as easily end up being a distraction. There's also the fact that what kind of dating policy we set will affect how dating-related scandals are seen by the public. If we have strict rules against dating, then anything remotely scandalous is going to be a much bigger deal than if we were more permissive. On the other hand, having a loose and flexible policy makes it more likely that scandals will happen in the first place. We could also try to hedge our benefits, or our bets, a little by not setting an official policy. Thank you for cheering the bit. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, otherworldly patron. And no matter what kind of dating policy we have, it probably won't do anything to discourage idols from becoming romantically involved within the group. That kind of thing has been known to happen. Though if it's just an internal thing, it's easier to keep that kind of thing under wraps, so it probably wouldn't be an issue regardless. Forbidden dating. Ambiguous. No restrictions on dating. Assistant Fire, okay, going to go now. Alright. And thank you for the lurk. Enjoy your coffee break, and I'll catch you later. Thanks for coming to watch me play a little bit of Idol Manager. Enjoy the rest of your day. Alright. Forbid dating, ambiguous, or no restrictions on dating. Alright. While I ponder this, I'm actually going to turn on my fan since it's getting a bit hot. So give me one moment. Ta-da! I'm back. Ambiguous, no restrictions. Ambiguous? I don't want to forbid dating.
わかりました。
Best to keep ourselves out of it then. A don't ask, don't tell policy probably won't appeal to many fans, but it's also less likely to repel them. Yes, yes. One last thing related to finances, or more specifically salaries. One of the things I've been thinking about is proactively offering the talent pay raises in order to keep them satisfied. The way it is right now, the only time idol salaries can increase is if you change them yourself. But if you authorized me to offer them incremental pay bumps, I could keep an eye on which girls seem to be less satisfied with their pay and give them a slight pay bump to see them satisfied. How do you want me to handle idol salaries? Don't automatically increase, try to keep idol satisfaction at moderate levels, try to keep high. Let's keep them moderate.
わかりました。
Okay, sounds good. I'll adjust idol salaries if their satisfaction seems to be dipping too low.
ね
Hey, Katie Mariko, our choreographer. Hey, boss, are you... Oh, sorry, am I interrupting anything?
え、構いませんよ。
Not at all. We were just wrapping up some discussion of the idol or the group's policies. Hey, that's good thinking. Have you set any policies on things like event security? No, actually, but that's a great point. In fact, we should probably decide that right now. Yeah, we need to figure out what our security policy is going to be at events where the idols interact with fans. You know, live appearances, handshake events, that sort of thing. Hardcore fans don't like seeing security guards everywhere, but having good security in place will make the girls feel safer. What level of security should we have at events? It's abnormal.
わかりました。
Got it. We'll do everything by the book. Standard stuff. Yes. While we're on the topic of live events, I've been focusing a lot on dance choreography. More specifically, I've been thinking about clothing choices and how skirts can make certain kinds of wardrobe accidents more likely. Depending on the dance moves, fans might see a bit more than we want them to see, if you get my drift. Yes, I do. I completely understand. I'm sure that hardcore fans would get a huge kick out of seeing girls in short skirts, but less hardcore fans aren't as into that kind of thing. If we go with longer skirts, some of the male fans wouldn't be too happy with that choice. But it would probably go over better with female fans, and it would still please some of the hardcore fans without alienating the more casual fans. Or as a bit of a compromise, we could have the girls wear short skirts with safety shorts. Less risk of wardrobe malfunction, and that would keep the hardcore fans moderately happy without alienating anyone. Of course, we could always dodge the issue entirely and just have them wear pants instead. More and more groups are doing that these days, and from what I hear, a lot of casual fans find that look more appealing, especially guys in the audience. Hardcore fans probably prefer more traditional look with skirts though. So, how do we want to handle clothing for dance performances? Well, you know me, I prefer my skirts, long skirts. So I'd say short skirts with safety shorts. If you had the option for short skirts, why wouldn't you choose the option for safety shorts, you know?
それよ。
Sounds like a good compromise. That probably wouldn't ruffle any feathers. I'll make a note of that. Thanks for bringing it up. Oh, one last thing. I know this is kind of a subjective question, but when it comes to live performances, which do you think is better, quality or energy? Quality and polish, energy and enthusiasm, balance and moderation. When I go to see any type of performances, I'm always there for the energy and the enthusiasm, so I want to say this one. Yeah, people love an energetic and enthusiastic performance. Even if the dance moves aren't always perfect or their singing isn't perfect, fans can tell an idol is really giving it her all during the performance. Real hardcore fans love that kind of authenticity. When a fan sees a girl who's singing her heart out and isn't holding anything back, or someone who's dancing so passionately that they were sweating on stage, that's the kind of thing that can make them a fan for life. I'll do my part to make sure that every live performance is special. Of course, if you ever change your mind, you can always change the group policies. Yes, I'll draft up a list of group policies based on our discussion today, but you can modify them at any time if you're unsure. My personal recommendation would be to experiment early to see what works best for you. Once we actually start getting into the production mode and start recording music and doing live performances, changing policies will take longer. So it's best to decide these kinds of things early as if you can. Thanks for your time. Thanks for your time, ma'am. I'm trying to give these guys voices, but I keep mixing them up. I look forward to working with Pastry Party Paradise. I know we're just starting out, but I've got a really good feeling about how things are going to go. Yeah. Okay. Let's save. Pastry Party Paradise. Oh. Gotta backspace. Here we go.
Yo.
Whoa. Alright, give me one moment here. I'm going to check on some things. Let's see, how long have we been live for? Hour and 30. Hey, just wanted to see how you were doing. How's your first week on the job been? I'm doing fine. I'm a bit overwhelmed. No, I think we're doing pretty good. Glad to hear it. I knew you would be a natural at this. Anyway, you might be interested to know that I recently tapped into my professional network and managed to get you a small mention on a local news broadcast. I also talked to several folks who run businesses in the area and got them to put up promotional materials for a while. It's not exactly making the big time, but it will at least get the attention of people who are nearby. That's genius of you. How did you get them to do that? Or generous. Genius and generous. Hey, I'm a stakeholder. What's good for you is good for me, right? Of course, I want to help you succeed. I can't do this sort of thing all of the time, but I want to make sure that you have a successful launch. And on a more personal level, I figured that if you know what I'm going to do right by you, you'll do right by me. You dig? Yes, I do dig. Relationships are a two-way street. I'm hoping that in the future you'll be in a position to return the favor. Of course, I don't mean to make this seem like a bigger deal than it is. More people in the area are going to have an awareness of your group. that doesn't automatically turn them into fans, but it does mean that when you promote the group, people will be more likely to pay attention. You might gain more fans than you would ordinarily, thanks to the temporary boost. Ditto to performances. People are more likely to check out a group that they've been hearing of recently, so you might see a small boost of attendance and revenue.
よろしく
Anyway, this honeymoon period won't last forever. Try to make most of it, okay? Oh, I misclicked. Hold on. Here we go. Let's save one more time. Okay, so blossoms. Let me check my dashboard again one more time. See what time we're rocking at. Okay, so we're almost 2 hours in. We might call it well. Hello information. We might call it at our 2 hour mark just because I'm noticing how laggy the stream has been. Yes, hello Fate. Hello Fate, yeah. I haven't changed anything since debut though, so I'm a bit confused. I'm not sure why. I don't think like my voice is cracking out or anything. Since when are you a mod? Since today actually. I hope you don't mind. I just figured I seen you in my chat a lot and figured I would promote you to a moderator. But yeah, I think we'll just call it at 2 hours, so this is a decent even 2 hour stream. Cause as far as I can tell, you guys can still hear me. It just kind of skips a bit, and yeah, I'm going to hopefully fix this tomorrow before our other stream for Long Live the Queen. I gladly take up the honor, my queen. Thank you, I appreciate it, Fate. Yeah. Not sure where the lag is coming from, but I will do more research after this stream. More research time. Okay, let's see what we can do. Young Gang is looking for a girl to do a cute photo shoot for the next issue of their magazine. Accept it. Right, cute. 80, 52. So they're both at 80. Has more stamina. Okay, well they're all even. I'll just do. Well, look at Task Manager and you'll know. Yeah. Task Manager will tell me all the goodies, all the details. No, yeah, I will. I will check that. Okay. Yeah. So, what are we gonna do? The world is now our oyster. But I don't wanna go fast forwardy mode. So maybe since our idle stamina is doing pretty decent still, I think. 80. Oh, physical stamina. Maybe we should we go to the spa? Alright, well the ladies are going to the spa now, I guess. Level up. I hope I'm not wasting anything by clicking that. A new show, new event. Let's see. Max level 40. Oh, I don't want to put her under any more stress though. I don't know when we have to start worrying about that. Weekly Spy is looking for a girl to do a cute photo shoot. You. Did I spend? Did we go to the spa or did we not? New single, new show. Hey. Well, I guess we should level these up. Anything else we can do here? Okay, that's already at 2. Okay, I hope I'm doing okay. Should we be putting out another single? Should we hire some more people? Should we hire more idols? Oh wait, yeah, we gotta remember that we can talk to them. Who do we talk to first? Yukari? Now we have to progress time faster, so it's like we plop the idol into the room, but then we have to wait. Oh, here we go. Alright, casual. Hey, friendship going up. I've been doing okay. Thanks for asking. Hamagishi Reina talks a bit about a manga she recently started reading and mentions one of her childhood heroes. We also find out that she has the William Tell Overture as her wake-up alarm. Okay. And then we just talk to all of them? Like, I hope I'm doing as much as I can every day. Hey, what's up? Mitomo Hatsuka talks a bit about a manga she recently started reading and talks about her childhood. We all seem to like to do that. We also find out that she still carries a Game Boy Advance in her bag. That's so cute. That's something I definitely used to do. Let's talk with Yukari again. Let's go get coffee. Level 1 friendship. Hey, what's up? Gato Yukari talks about what magazine she's been reading recently and talks a bit about her childhood. That's what they all do. We also find out that she dreams of being reincarnated as a tree. Very interesting. Guess we all have our preferences. She seems like quite the character. Aww. Quit failing our business proposals, lady. Let's see. Promotion. Yeah. Like, I don't know when we should start dishing out our next song. I don't even have a title ready for it yet. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, well. Throw you in there, put you in there, because why not? Okay. Let's see if we can do another single. Yash. Oh, she's upset that she doesn't get to be the front. Okay, well, I hope that appeals to her. Right. And we gotta plop it into everybody's office. While we wait... Oh, right. Can unlock some other things, right? Ooh, food. Feel like that's the next thing to upgrade to. Ah, okay, so we can like see what's top in the charts. Nice, nice. Okay, lyrics written. Now, you go. We'll just leave that one. Energetic. Elegant. Cool. Oh, nice. Okay, Sad Panda Magazine is looking for a girl to do a pretty photo shoot for the next issue of their magazine. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Seven. Alright. Mitomo, you're up. Alright, two more. Ooh, I don't know what amount of money declares that we're in the red and we should start getting worried, but we're still at 1 million. Few more seconds and done. Alright. Last but not least, marketing. I suppose I could have given that to myself too, right? And while we wait, I'm gonna stretch. Hey Momo, can we talk privately for a moment? Sure. It's about the new girl that recently joined, Gato Yukari. Is there something wrong with her? Did she do something wrong? It's not exactly that she did something wrong. It's more that, well, I don't think that she's been doing this for very long. She's really behind the other girls in terms of her dancing ability. Is that your chopsticks? Can't that be solved with practice? To an extent. But during our last session, Yukari had a struggle just to perform some of the basic stretches. Normally we just spend a few minutes going through the basic stretches, but with Yukari, I just spend an entire hour with her just doing stretches. Aww. Really? And what's more, she complained about being sore the next day. And I believe her. I really believe those stretches were pushing her to the edge of what she was capable of. Look, I know that it's my job to get these girls ready to dance, but at my core, I'm a dance coach. I'm not an athletic trainer. Part of being a dance coach involves training a lot of young, inexperienced dancers who might not have the chance to develop all of the muscle groups they'll need for dancing. And ordinarily, it's not a big problem. But usually when I'm trying to train someone completely from scratch, they have the advantage of youth, and their muscles can grow and adapt quickly just through basic practice. When you start to get older, that becomes a lot tougher. For someone who's been doing this since they were young, it's not an issue. But when I work with Yukari, it takes a lot more effort. And I don't think it's for lack of trying on her part. I think it mostly comes down to her age. Is she really that old? Isn't Yukari only 23 years old? Right, but training a 23-year-old who's learning to do basic stretches for the first time is a lot different from training a 13-year-old. Some people are able to stay flexible with age, but Yukari doesn't seem to have that gift. And the fact that she didn't spend a lot of time learning how to dance when she was younger is making it harder for her to catch up now. I'm not saying that Yukari is beyond help, but I do think that it would be beneficial if I was able to work with some basic exercises with her before we get to an actual dance practice. Thing is, some of the exercises that I like to use for general training are going to require some equipment that we don't have. I'd like to buy some gymnastics training equipment. I think I could get everything that we need for under 100,000 yen. I know that it might seem like a lot, but I'm thinking that it would be really useful to have this equipment around. After all, I don't think Yukari is going to be the only Bay Street Party Paradise member who could benefit from this. Alright, go ahead. Great, thanks. I think that this will really help us out. Oh, and one more thing. Could you not tell Yukari that we had this conversation? I know that she's already aware that she's lagging behind some of the other group members, and I don't want her to feel too singled out. Obviously, she'll be aware of that she's getting into some special training that some of the other girls aren't getting, but I don't want her thinking that we had to buy a bunch of specialized equipment for her. Even if she is the first to make use of it, I doubt she'll be the last. Okie dokie. Ooh, nice. Okay. Well, let's save. Alright, and then save and quit. Alright. So maybe now that we are out of that. I won't lag as much. Oh, one moment. Alright, so I had fun with the short amount of time that we did play today. I really like Idol Manager, and I hope we can play more of it. As I mentioned before, I will go ahead and take some time to continue working on some of the technical difficulties that we were experiencing throughout the stream, but it seemed like I noticed yesterday when we were playing Cooking Simulator that after a while we did start to lag quite a bit. So I'm not sure what was going on there, but I will try my best to fix it before tomorrow's stream. I will do more research on my PC. I'm actually going to take a look at Task Manager now, since we are just a little under 2 hours still. But I appreciate you Blossoms coming out to watch. Okay, yeah, so as always, OBS and VTube Studio, that's running at a very high power usage. I've done things like run OBS as my administrator. That seemed to help slightly. But my PC, the temperature, my GPU is 51, so it wasn't like how it was the other time with the being like, oh gosh, it was like at 70. Oh, but that That was before debut. We don't talk about that. So I'll just go on YouTube and look up some more tutorials on some things that I can do to possibly help out the lagginess. I know that I could probably, to lower the power usage with VTube Studio, I could potentially lower my tracking, my face tracking, but then we don't get as good of a movement like we are currently. So I know that when I was doing my initial research that there were some options to what is it? It's like priority, running things at a higher priority than some others. Like apparently Google Chrome, whenever a song changes, it goes up. Yeah. But yeah. Now I'm just kind of rambling and thinking, but I really hope that we can get this fixed. Fingers crossed. Send your best wishes. Because I would really love to continue putting out good content for you Blossoms, and would hate to have to take a short hiatus to get any parts and PC parts in or anything like that. So I will take the rest of my night to look up some useful, helpful tips. Well, for tomorrow, as I stated before, we will be playing Long Live the Queen, and it is where we get to raise a princess and basically make sure that we set her up for success. And that also requires a lot of reading, so I will make sure to have a watcher on standby. And I'm really looking forward to it, since I enjoy those types of games. Like, any games where you get to like make choices and, you know, making sure that you can get a good outcome. But I know that's going to require a lot of save files if we ever have to go back and, you know, learn from our mistakes. Well, I think I would still like to raid somebody tonight, so let's take a look-see at who we have streaming this evening. Who are my homies that are streaming? Oh, Sertle, one of my model siblings. Oh, she's playing Elden Ring. We got Kuru Sato. Ruru Sato. I love that, like, whenever I see her stream, she's always playing Power Walk Simulator. Yeah. Let's go raid my sibling, Serto. Yes. Alrighty, Blossoms. Let me type our raid message. Oh, slash. Okie dokie, Blossom Buds. Thank you for sticking with me this evening. I really appreciate it. And I will see you all tomorrow, hopefully, with some Long Live the Queen. And we'll more likely stream a bit longer to make up for our bit of a shorter stream this evening. So I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Farewell. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye. Love you all. Oh my gosh! May, I just ended my I'm just gonna end my stream, but thank you for the raid. I'm having some technical issues, but we're gonna raid somebody else this evening because I have to work on my PC. We're getting a bit of lag, but we played a little bit of Idol Manager and had some fun, but tweets at once. Arena BT, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you guys. But yeah, technical difficulties with lagginess, so we're going to end my stream and go raid my model sibling Turtle. But I appreciate you guys so much. Look at that, both of you guys at the same time. You're the best. Okay. Oh, and thank you for your follow, Arena. I'll follow you back. I'll follow you back afterwards. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go ahead and close our stream for tonight, but I will be back on tomorrow to stream again in the evening around 6 with Long Live the Queen. Oh, it was. Thank you, May. Thank you. And I hope you guys, you, May, and Rena, you both, I hope you had an amazing stream. Yeah, I hate the laggy. But I'm going to take some time tonight to hopefully fix that in time for tomorrow's stream. So, until then, I will see you next time. Thank you guys for the raids and the follows. I appreciate it a lot. Bye-bye. Yes, have a good night. I hope to catch your streams as well. Thank you. Farewell, everyone. Hello. Sorry for the lag. Are we raiding? Are we? Hello. Raid circle. Okay, it's just in progress. Alright. Farewell, Renium. Bye-bye. See you guys next time. Yeah.